Grade 1 on day 2 on Wednesday is the champion bumper, and it's an absolute belter. 10 to 11 with FansBet, Facile Vega, 5 to 2 American Mike, 11 to 2 Redemption Day, who Patrick seems very fond of as well. Mercury 17 to 2, not sure whether he's going to run in the race. 11 to 1 James's Gate, 14 to 1 Poetic Music, and it's 16 to 1 Bar. Dean, there's a big split with pundits and punters between Facile Vega and American Mike. The Elliott camp seem like absolutely massively behind American Mike, thinking he's their next big thing. Whereas we've seen Facile Vega in Leopardstown, and he looks the next big thing. Where do you stand between these two? It's going to be a hell of a race, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have 2 superstars here, right? So I just backed the bigger price. They're both bumper horses, right? Nothing is bomb-proof. I was actually held on my way to the car park at the DRF when Facile Vega won, which I feel terrible about now. Obviously, I've seen it since, but yeah, I decided I was going to skip it, but that was an aeroplane performance. What American Mike did before that was also very, very smart. So yeah, I just backed the bigger price. So as a punter, that's what I'll do. But I can't split them. How can you split them? I think, heritage maybe says Facile Vega is the real deal, but American Mike's good. So I know real view. I just take the bigger price.
Okay, hopefully the rest of the panel will be able to split them later on. Dan, who's the biggest loser here? Is Facile Vega a big loser?
Well, American Mike's the one that's come for support. I think maybe they just feel should be closer together, and maybe we get a situation like last year with Sir Gerhard Kilcrut. The market doesn't want to know anything about anything else in the race. Although every time there seems to be an interview and Facile Vega gets mentioned, Redemption Day always pops up. Now, obviously, he looks maybe the speedier type, just based on what he did the last day. Never really came off the bridle. I just do find it interesting that every time there's a mention of this race, Redemption Day is the one that gets mentioned. And
obviously his form was franked at the weekend as well, Music Drive, yeah.
Sandover again, kind of let down the Facile Vega bomb slightly. Was it a bit too soon for him? Probably. I wouldn't necessarily take that too literally. I think he's already turned out a bit too quickly, but Redemption Day, I think, might be the each-way alternative at this stage. And let's be honest, it wouldn't be the first time Willie Mullins' second, third or fourth string has beaten the most fancied runner. I think only once in the last 10 years has Willie's most fancied bumper horse actually finished ahead of the rest. So they generally could be a bit closer than the market perceives at the minute.
Diarmuid, don't tell us your fancy, but have you got a strong fancy?
I no fancy.
Ah, shite. Go on, why?
No, I just, literally the champion bumper is just a race that I tend to just completely leave.
Really?
Yeah. I'm back to winner since Robbie McNamara.
Whether or which?
Well, Silver Concord.
Silver Concord.
Yeah. So
that was a great day.
Well done back in him.
Yeah, about 3 years after that, I just went, right, this is just, I have no clue here. So
okay, so you're going to leave it alone?
Leave it alone, yeah.
Right, Don, before we get to the big guns at the end of the panel who know all these Willie Mullins horses inside out, what do you like?
Yeah, I'll defer to that. Look, similar to Diarmuid, really, like Facile Vega, he was seriously impressed, and that was a very, very deep bumper going into the Leopardstown race. There were like lots of winners in behind, and he stretched them out. And I know people were saying Kilcrut did the same and he got beaten. Appreciate did the same and he got beaten, but Kilcrut got beaten by Sir Gerhard. Appreciate got beaten by Fernie Hollow. Like it's the fact that Facile Vega did it as easily as he did, and just the turn of foot that he showed. Willie Mullins afterwards, I was interviewing him afterwards a couple of days later, and I asked him for one standout moment of the whole Dublin Wrestling Festival and the meeting that he had. He said Facile Vega, and he was just a bit blown away by him, which to me that's massive, and given his breeding as well. Look, he's just such an exciting horse. I won't be having a bet in the race, but I'd like to see him going and winning.
I'd say if we're sitting here this time next year, either like Facile Vega, American Mike, Redemption Day, Mercury, James's Gate, we could be talking Ballymore favourite, Supreme favourite. Like it could be. They look a really good bunch, don't they? Overall.
Yeah, no, they do. But that's what happens with the bumper. Like even last year, those Kilcrut is now getting back on track after a bit of a start to the season. So Gerhard, the champion bumper, it's a top race, and the ones that come to the fore, they generally, they're the top class hurdlers of the following season. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. Mikey, Willie could have 4, 5, 6 runners in this race, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Could you get an owl ride? No,
I'm not up there. No, I'm back home a good bit.
Oh,
I'm
are
only
you?
up there occasionally, yeah.
You're good though.
Not at all, stop with you. Enough lads there now.
What would you ride if he did ring you and said, look, Mikey, I owe you a favour, you can ride any of them in the race, what would you pick?
Probably not Facile Vega anyway, because you'd be under pressure riding him. I rode a 5th string in it one day and I nearly won it.
I'd say you're still suspended after that. About 18 times.
That was Battleford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battleford.
Yeah. You were unlucky that day.
I don't know.
Well, he's beating a nose, wasn't he?
Yeah, nose, wasn't it?
Do you think you're up? No.
Never. Once. Couldn't believe I was that fat. I couldn't believe I was still there. 5th string.
It's good to see you go out full of confidence when you're riding anyway, Mike.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, but
You wouldn't ride Facile Vega, would you not?
I would, yeah. Of course. I'd probably ride American Mike if I could. Yeah.
Over Facile.
And if not,
So just to
Better
summarise.
someone quick.
Just to summarise, what do you actually fancy in the race? We'll
American
paraphrase.
American Mike, yeah.
Okay.
Just
Why?
come easier ride, want a pint. I just like his body language, the way he's won. Navan, just Jamie Gordon, and look at it. I agree with the lads. They say like we don't know really. None of them have taken on each other. Redemption Day is a great each way price too. Like they really like him. But American Mike for me.
I like that body language. I like that. I'm going to use that in an article. That's very impressive.
Well, he
use
had
of
that
phrase.
Envoy Allen
Yeah.
sort of type of mould about him, and he went on to win it as well. And yeah, I just feel Jamie Codd, Gordon Elliott, he'll be able to be ridden 5th or 6th wide, whereas I don't know if Willies will be able to be ridden like that, you know. And you can get traffic in Champion Bumper.
Yeah, you certainly
You could
can.
get put out through a rail like that, you know.
No hiding place.
No. It's like bumper cars. It's like going out to Tremor and having a day out. Bang, bang. Yeah. That's a fact, and that's not lies. Like
Rough race.
it is
So
a rough race, yeah.
You're very eloquently phrased. You're an American Mike fan. David Mullins, can you shed any light on this Willie Mullins team?
Facile Vega has to be the standout. It could be anything. What we've seen, it's unbelievable what he's done in Leopardstown. It's not a race you'd have a bet on. Definitely not at the prices. If you had to have a bet or wanted a bet for the crack, Mullen Beg. She won a bumper in Milton Harris's mare. She won it in Cheltenham.
The Milton Harris mare, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
she
sell it or
bought
something?
up. No, I should have bought it. I missed out on that one. Yeah, he only had it a couple of weeks. She bolted up somewhere else and then went to Cheltenham and bolted up again. She's ran around there. She'll drop in. I think you need to drop in the champion bumper. And also the other horse I like a lot is Chris Jones's again. Rio.
It's keen.
It's keen, alright. Viva De Vito. I don't know whether he goes or not, but
Is that the Oak that won at Tremor, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jody Town and Tremor.
Mullenberg 18 to 1, by the way.
Beat Noel Mead's horse, was it? Bugs Moran?
I don't know what he beat, but I know he was good that day, and he is gorgeous at home. He's a bit light. Kilcrut was very light last year as well, and it's just maybe a bumper horse thing.
Does he go?
He says he does.
Wow. He's 100 to 1.
I wanted him to go to the DRF, and the boys are funny. I was, anyway, he obviously decided that he wasn't going there, and I rang David Casey and I said, David, what's the story? He says, oh, he goes straight to Cheltenham, Chris. So that was the...
Okay, interesting. He finished 4th in Punchestown last year, and he's 100 to 1. Yeah.
Was
100 to 1, yes.
Finds out.
Not for long. And the
Finds out.
the other horse that David Mullins gave a mention to there, that horse owned by Chris Jones is called Viva De Vito. And the other horse that David mentioned there is an Irish name. It is called Mullenbeg from Milton Harris. Won its last 2 starts. So there you go. There's a few big prices for you boys. I wasn't expecting that.
What's he 100 to 1 on?
I just checked. They're 100 to 1 best price. Yeah.
On
Viva De Vito, 100 to 1. Yeah.
22s.
What price are you with you
No,
guys?
they're not messing.
Not as big. 22s.
22s.
yes, what's he
Don't boo me, it's not my
25
fault.
powers, like.
Well, there is 100 to 1 available in some shops, but not obviously as good
You're
as
just
FanBet.
not going to tell us this.
That is your 2022 champion bumper.